We'll wait till we transition. So let's talk a little bit about what applications then are in the regulatory oversight of the FDA. The mobile medical applications document does have very specific instructions to mobile app developers on how to understand and clarify as we go through intended use statements. So again, understanding your intended use and then being able to work through the guidance helps us understand whether or not my mobile application is going to be a mobile medical application and subject to regulatory oversight, or if it falls within an area where it would not be. One of the first specific definitions and one of the subsets that we see the FDA defining as part of that scope of devices with regulatory oversight is for purposes of controlling the device or displaying or storing, analyzing, or transmitting specific medical device data. Anura, could you go back one slide, please? Thank you. A couple of examples of that. And again, controlling, displaying, storing, or specific medical device data could include things like delivery of insulin on an insulin pump. So that could include patient-specific medical information such as dosage size. Displaying, storing, or analyzing data could possibly be EEG waveforms, very specifically picture archiving and communication systems, capturing and possibly even having algorithms which analyze those images would definitely fall under the oversight of FDA's regulations and the U.S. regulatory law. Let's go then to the next slide. The other scope is mobile apps that transform the mobile platform into a regulated medical device. And Anura has spoke to that earlier in our presentation today, where there are a number of examples of software which then actually, when loaded on the mobile platform, creates an intended use similar to, say, a specific medical device. Blood glucose readers. Ultrasound machines. As you can see, some of these are imaging devices, very specific examples of currently regulated and devices which have been registered for market within the United States. Another type of regulatory oversight is any type of software application that performs patient-specific analysis and can provide patient-specific diagnosis or treatment recommendations. And this might very well be an example of calculating drug dosage for a specific patient based on age, weight, and other types of attributes. The guidance document provides a number of different examples as a part of the of its language there, and you can see we've got very specific descriptions of devices such as attachments that treat acne or reduce wrinkles, mobile apps that provide wireless remote controls for CT or X-ray machines. We can move to the next slide. Other kinds of examples that are very specifically detailed in the mobile medical application include things such as devices which would change settings of implantable neuromuscular stimulators, devices that would control hearing aid, blood pressure cuffs, or other mobile apps that connect to a physician's facility and provide device data for a physician's use in clinical diagnosis and clinical monitoring. Next slide, please. We have other applications. There is the medical device data system final rule, which is another part of the regulatory landscape that may affect mobile medical applications. And that final rule says that any type of network system that would transmit, communicate, store, or, in essence, communicate data without necessarily transforming that data can be a Class 1 medical device. And that could be also true of mobile medical applications. They could be serving as a medical device data system in that they're being used as a conduit or a gateway or possibly even a mechanism for storing data which may be generated from other devices as well. And then we've got mobile apps specifically to perinatal monitoring and other monitoring